Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the weirdest, wildest, and most mind-blowing facts. Today, we're busting 25 myths you thought were facts. You've probably heard some of these all your life, but guess what? They're completely wrong. From history to science to everyday life, get ready to question everything you thought you knew. Make sure to stick around till the end, because some of these will seriously shock you. Let's dive in. Number 1. Eating food within 5 seconds of dropping it on the floor is safe. It's the worst when something you really wanted to eat falls on the floor. But if you grab it in 5 seconds, it's okay, right? The 5-second rule isn't a real thing. Bacteria can contaminate a food within milliseconds. Myth-busting tests show that moist foods attract more bacteria than dry foods, but there's no safe duration. Instead, safety depends on how clean the surface you drop the food on is. Whether you eat it or not after that is up to you. But if the people that walk on that floor are also walking around New York City, for example, we wouldn't recommend it. Number 2, coffee stunts your growth. Most research finds no correlation between caffeine consumption and bone growth in kids. In adults, researchers have seen that increased caffeine consumption can very slightly limit calcium absorption. But the impact is so small that a tablespoon of milk will more than adequately offset the effects of a cup of coffee. Advertising seems to be largely responsible. For this myth cereal manufacturer named CW, Post was trying to market a morning beverage called Postum as an alternative to coffee. So he ran ads on the evils of Americans' favorite hot beverage, calling it a nerve poison that should never be served to children. Number 3, dogs and cats are colorblind. Dogs and cats have much better color vision than we thought. Both dogs and cats can see in blue and green, and they also have more rods, the light-sensing cells in the eye, than humans do, so they can see better in low-light situations. This myth probably comes about because each animal sees colors differently than humans. Reds and pinks may appear more green to cats, while purple may look like another shade of blue. Dogs, meanwhile, have fewer cones, the color-sensing cells in the eye, so scientists estimated that their color vision is only about a 17th as vibrant as ours. Number 4, sharks can smell a drop of blood from miles away. Sharks have a highly enlarged brain region for smelling odors, allowing some of the fish to detect as little as 1 part blood per 10 billion parts water, roughly a drop in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. But the ocean is much, much bigger, and it takes a while for odor molecules to drift. On a very good day, when the currents are favorable, a shark can smell its prey from a few football fields away, not miles. Number 5, goldfish can't remember anything for longer than a second. Goldfish actually have pretty good memories. They can remember things for months, not seconds like many people say. Number 6, poinsettias contain deadly poison. Poinsettias won't kill you or your pets, though you still shouldn't eat them. The flowers might make you a bit sick with some gastrointestinal issues. Number 7, dropping a penny from the Empire State Building could kill someone. A penny weighs roughly 1/111th of an ounce and tops out at 50 miles per hour in free fall, which isn't fast enough to kill. Number 8, lightning never strikes the same place twice. Lightning does strike twice. Some places, like the Empire State Building, get struck up to 100 times a year. Number 9, the Sahara is the biggest desert on Earth. Not all deserts are hot and full of sand. They need only be dry and inhospitable. Antarctica fits the bill, since it receives only 2 inches of precipitation a year and has few land animals. At 5.4 million square miles compared to the Sahara's 3.6 million square miles, the bottom of the world is a vastly larger desert. Number 10, diamonds come from coal. Most diamonds aren't formed from compressed coal. Instead, they're carbon that is compressed and heated 90 miles below the surface of the Earth. Coal is found about 2 miles down. Number 11, summer is warm because you are closer to the sun. The northern hemisphere of the Earth is not closer to the sun when it is summer, nor is the southern hemisphere during its summer. It is always warmer during the summer because Earth is tilted during its year-long orbit. Our home planet's tilt allows the sun's energy to hit us more directly. Number 12, your blood turns blue when it's out of oxygen. Your blood is never blue. It turns dark red when it's not carrying oxygen. Blood only looks blue because you are seeing it through several layers of tissue, which filters the color. Number 13, humans have 5 senses. Sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch are just the beginning. Don't forget about balance, temperature, and time, as well as proprioception, the body awareness. that helps us not walk into things all the time and nociception, our sense of pain, and so on. Number 14. Eating a lot of carrots gives you great night vision. Vitamin A is a major nutrient found in carrots, and it is good for the health of your eyes, especially those with poor vision. But eating a bunch of the vegetables won't give your all-seeing superpowers. The myth is thought to have started as a piece of British propaganda during World War II. That government wanted to secret the existence of a radar technology that allowed its bomber pilots to attack in the night. Number 15. Blonde and red hair colors are going extinct. Blondes and redheads are not going extinct. Genes rarely die out, and recessive genes, like those that lead to red or blonde hair color, can be carried from generation to generation without creating the hair color. As much as 40% of some populations, for example, carry a gene that leads to red hair color. When two people with the correct recessive genes have a baby, there's a good chance the kid will have red or blonde hair color, even if the parents don't have red or blonde hair themselves. Number 16. Hair and nails keep growing after death. Hair and fingernails do not keep growing once someone dies. Instead, the skin dries out and shrinks, giving the appearance of further growth. Number 17. People only use 10% of their brain. This myth has been debunked over and over again, but it just won't die. Just because you're not doing math equations and juggling while you write a book doesn't mean you aren't using all the parts of your brain at once. You can use your entire brain. Number 18. It takes 7 years for gum to digest if you swallow it. Gum is mostly indigestible, but the occasional swallowed piece will pass through your intestines and exit the other side, just like anything else you eat that your body doesn't need and can't digest. The only cases where swallowed gum has caused a problem is when that gum is swallowed along with other things that shouldn't be in your stomach. Number 19. You need to wait an hour after eating to swim, or you can cramp and drown. The theory behind this seems to be that digesting food will draw blood to your stomach, meaning that less blood is available for your muscles, making them more likely to cramp. But there's no evidence to support this claim. In fact, many sources say there are no documented cases of anyone ever drowning, because they've had a cramp related to swimming with a full stomach. Cramps do happen frequently when swimming, but they aren't caused by what's in your stomach. If you do get one, the best policy is to float for a minute and let it pass. Number 20. The sun is yellow. If you wince and look at the afternoon sun, it might look yellow, but the light it gives off is actually white in color. The Earth's atmosphere between your eyes, and the sun is what makes the star appear yellow. The gases bend the light in an effect called Rayleigh scattering, which is what also makes the sky blue and causes sunsets to blaze into brilliant oranges and reds. Not helping matters is that astronomers classify the sun as a main sequence G-type star, or the misnomer yellow dwarf. Number 21. The moon is very close to the Earth. The moon sometimes looks so close you could reach up and grab it. In reality, the moon orbits at a distance of about 239,000 miles from Earth. If you could somehow hop in a Boeing 747 and cruise to the moon at full speed, the journey would take about 17 days. The moon is far, far away. Number 22. You can cure a hangover by drinking more. A mimosa or Bloody Mary in the morning won't make you feel better. At best, you're just prolonging the hangover. Same goes for coffee after a night of drinking. Like alcohol, coffee is a diuretic, so it will dehydrate your body even more and likely prolong the hangover. Number 23. Brown sugar is healthier than white sugar. Brown sugar retains some of that molasses. In fact, brown sugar is mostly white sugar with some molasses, so refining it further would give you white table sugar, while molasses contains some vitamins and minerals like potassium and magnesium. There is not enough in your standard brown sugar packet. That should make you reach for it if you're trying to eat healthier. As far as your body's concerned, white and brown sugar are one and the same. Number 24. Being cold can give you a cold. There's no evidence that going outside with wet hair when it's freezing will make you sick, provided you avoid hypothermia. But there is a scientifically sound explanation for why people catch more colds in winter. We spend more time in close quarters indoors. It is more likely that we'll cross paths with a cold-causing virus spread from another person during the winter. Number 25. Cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. Cracking your knuckles may annoy the people around you, but even people who have done it frequently for many years are not more likely to develop arthritis than those who don't. And that's a wrap. Who knew so many things we've believed for years were actually myths? Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more mind-blowing facts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.